Hi everyone and welcome to the 2021 Annual General Meeting for the Child Protection Party. This is a bit unusual for us, but we hope that it's a success because we're wanting to engage as many people as we can in the Child Protection Party, and this is an opportunity to meet up with you as we normally do through Facebook and YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, we do ask you to subscribe and ring the bell for further notifications in relation to any posts that we put up from the Child Protection Party. So I want to begin. So this actually falls into two formats today. The first one is the business part, where there's the election of officers and a couple of reports are issued, and then we'll open it up for discussions for anybody who wants to make any say anything to any of the directors. And then after that, though, we have a very important speaker by the name of Frank Golding. And Frank's going to talk to us about an interesting topic, which I'm sure most of you will be querying and wondering what the hell this is about. It's called the ignorance of cruelty and the ignorance and cruelty of parents. And Dr. Frank Golding will be explaining what all of that means at the end of our meeting. So stick with us and stay tuned to listen to Dr. Frank Golding, because I think it'll be a very important part of our day. So thanks everybody for joining us. If you've got any questions or queries, please type them into the comment section. Avery and somebody else will respond to them or let me know what they are so that I can then respond to them. I want to begin though with the welcome to country. The Child Protection Party acknowledges that we are meeting on the traditional country of the Kaurna people of the Adelaide Plains and other regions throughout Australia, and pays respects to elders past and present. We acknowledge and respect their cultural heritage, beliefs and relationships with the land. We acknowledge that they are of continuing importance to the Kaurna and the First Nation people living today. And we also extend that respect to other Aboriginal language groups and other First Nations. Right, so what we'll begin with is if there are any apologies, and I'll just flick to Avery. Avery, are you aware of any apologies?
No, I'm not aware of any apologies at all.
Okay. Then I just want to say that we would be reviewing the actions of our previous general meeting, but this is our first, so there won't be any, and there won't be any acceptance of minutes simply because there was not a previous meeting. So I just want to come to my report as the president and founder of the Child Protection Party. It's a privilege to be here with you all today to present the President's report. The CPP was established in January 2015 as a response to the inequitable child protection system. But we are more than just a voice for parents and children who encounter that system. We are a voice for all children and parents whose voices are not heard. We are equally concerned about children and young people who have physical and emotional challenges. We are concerned about Indigenous children and the separation of their culture and the rate of removal and incarceration. We are concerned about the number of young people who take their own lives. We are concerned about children who struggle at school and need but do not receive additional support. It is our goal to advocate for and represent all children, regardless of their background, culture, or religion. We believe that all parents who are concerned about their children's well-being should support the Child Protection Party. Since our formation, we have had a steady growth in membership and support. Our primary communication platform is Facebook and YouTube. We are currently reaching around 25,000 people each month, but with at least double that amount through other Facebook pages who share our posts. Our executive has 13 dedicated members who have consistently demonstrated their commitment to the party. This is the largest number of members on the National Executive we have ever had, and is now capped at that level. We are working to increase the participation in each state. State branches are important to our growth because we need representation at a state level, representing the issues of that state. Victoria is has a vibrant and healthy state executive, but we are working to develop the branches in other states and territories. So if you can become a part of this development, and I urge you to join your particular state branch. As Wendy will mention shortly, we are financially barren. To lodge a successful election campaign costs a minimum of $30,000 per candidate. To bring to the Parliament the numbers we need to influence change and improve the outcomes for all children will require a financial input which we have never seen. I urge all of you to support us financially so that we can do what we've already set out to do. We are the only political party in the world representing the rights of children. We urge you to support us so that their voice will be heard. Thank you very much, everybody, for listening to that. And that's the end of my report. There's a lot more that could be said, but if you keep up with us on our Facebook and YouTube pages, you'll certainly understand many of the issues which we confront. So I'll now Right, go for it.
Hi all, I'm Wendy. I'm the Treasurer of the Child Protection Party and the Victorian Team Leader. At the Child Protection Party, we are in the process of setting up bank accounts for each state and territory, and as well as a federal account and a general account, which will give us 10 accounts in total. All monies received will enter through our general account and be dispersed to the appropriate state or federal account from there. This is stipulated via legislation stating, for example, money that is put into an account in South Australia can then not be transferred to the Victorian team to spend. So that's the way that we have to do it. Membership fees are divided between the state and federal accounts, with 75% going to the state the person is signing up in and 25% goes to the federal account. This also applies to donations unless otherwise specified by the person donating the money. And this is on a 6-month trial to see how this works for the party, and then we'll revisit that. Currently, we only have 2 bank accounts until the 8 new accounts are opened, and our South Australian account has $1,155.21, and our general account has $503.46. Thank you.
Thank you, Wendy. Okay, I'm just wondering whether, Avery, there was any response to any of that, or if any questions have come up at all for Wendy.
There's been no questions for you or for Wendy. The only comments are that people are looking forward to hearing from Dr. Golding.
Well, ain't that true? So we'll probably move into that pretty shortly. So there's no questions for any of the directors or whatever. So we now will ask that there be an acceptance of the financial statement by the Treasurer, and I don't think there'll be anyone dissenting from that, so we will assume that that will be carried. So, is Avery? Yep.
Volume it a little bit more, please. If you can take
Right.
it till it's pushing the red line.
Can I just it is up pretty high here as it is. Can I just suggest that person who's complaining may have their volume down on their device? There was an issue. So there was an issue in relation to appointment of and questions to the auditor. I don't know whether Wendy or you want to specifically deal with that, because we don't have an auditor appointed at the moment, or we're planning to, I think, aren't we? Wendy,
In the near future. Sorry, you go, Avery.
MGI Adelaide to do our auditing. We haven't needed to have an audit done in the past couple of years when we've done our 6 monthly reports to the Electoral Commission of South Australia, because the cost of the auditor's fee is around $200, and EXA accept that that's a large impost on us with our small finances.
Yep, with our non-existent finances, basically. But Wendy, did you want to comment on that as well?
I think once we have more teams established in each state and the bank accounts are up and running, then we'll have to do the regular auditing from there.
Okay, yep, that's a fair comment. I hope everybody can hear me now. I'll just turn this blasted thing up even further. Okay, now moving on. We're now election of directors on the executive. And I'm just about to bring up a list of those, and I'll go through them. So at the moment we have Tony Tonkin nominated by Wendy Hawkins, Clinton DeYoung as Vice President nominated by Wendy, Avery Hilditch also by Wendy, Treasurer Wendy Hawkins nominated by Avery, Jodie Gaffney as Media by Wendy, and Grant West Fundraising also by Wendy. So I guess if there's, what we'll ask for here is if there's any other nominations that people might have, and if you do, I would suggest that you let Avery know through the message system, and if not, we will assume that those people have been elected unopposed. Is there any indication there, Avery, of anything going on?
Not at the moment. We did call for volunteers a couple of weeks ago, and that was what I received.
Yep. Okay. All right. So now we will therefore declare that those people have assumed those positions as nominated. Okay. I'm just trying to figure it through here. So I think, Avery, am I right? Does that conclude the business aspect of our AGM?